20 into a. I'm in the S5 facing 50, cause can't name that. Yeah, bring me, dummy. Tryna slow down. I'm the one goated, me. I'm the one goated, me. I'm the one goated, me. I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
It's week 5 of the 2024 season, and we'll see the only 2 teams to meet in the Super Bowl 3 different times.
It's the Cowboys and the Steelers on Sunday night.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Return starts at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play, Murray's letting it whip. Taken in by Smith. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escapes the sack. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
I think we could give him a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out. And when he gets there, usually good things follow.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good for a gain of 5. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Offense to the line for 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Chase Young bringing him down there. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Cousins. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 3rd and just 2 to go. Montgomery now up the middle. take him down right along the 30. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know what I like about that kick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Gay's kick is good. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. Oh, he lost the football. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They give to Montgomery to start the drive. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
One of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. That's caught by Chris Olave. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw for Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
All right, here we go. Second down. They give up the gut to Montgomery, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set. Third down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 7 yards the pickup there. It's fourth down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they are unable to double their lead. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. 1st and 10, here's Cousins. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Play action now for Cousins. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Finds Kincaid. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He finds Kincaid. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Montgomery. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Bronk. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Play action now, Murray. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I'm sure coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They're on the counter with Swift. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. For Daryl Patterson to return for the Steelers. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Steelers offense headed out. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Sending the tight end in motion left. Pressure coming, it's Cousins. This is complete to Olave. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So 2nd down coming up. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Here's Cousins. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Going to run again with Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st down. Here's Swift. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Cowboys with a 2nd and 7. Here's Kyler to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins now. Has it down close. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Mason has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers bump the lead up to 13 points. Aubrey now to kick this one away. To return this, Marcus Jones. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Cowboys about set to take over. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He sends this one to the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down. Murray splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They're set up at the 35 now. Murray here on first down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This one's caught. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the air, Murray. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kobe Durant has it. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Williams will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Running behind center with Swift. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 1-score game before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. He's still going. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. The advent of a new style of kickoff in 2024 created all sorts of new strategies to generate big returns. And Brock, here we see their own design executed to perfection to spring them for 6.
Now, I don't know if we've seen a rule change that has invigorated special teams coaches, head coaches, all the coaches, as much as for 6 big points.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket. Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. So we arrive at halftime here in Pittsburgh. The Steelers leading after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate.
And with a push of a button, we say so long to the Halftime Report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. For Darrell Patterson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw, Cousins. And a man is there to knock that away. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. So it's 2nd down coming up. Motioning the tight end now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins gets this to Kincaid. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Steelers' first down. Now Cousins again. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. He finds Kincaid. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
He's throwing for it! And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cowboys and Kyler Murray set to take over. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Play made by Deron Payne. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Downfield, it's tipped, but he still makes the grab. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll run now with Swift. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Alex Singleton makes the tackle. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Murray. He has the first over the middle. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. Drake London with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Patterson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Steelers and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So that brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Cousins. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down throw for Cousins. This is complete to Olave. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He's got Thomas on the slant. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Here's Cousins now. Connects with Montgomery. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Tight end in motion left. Play action now for Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They motion the tight end over. Another try following the sack. Into the hands of Olave. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. 3rd and 4 coming up now. To the air, Cousins. He stays up. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 3-possession game. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers go up by 19. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Got a man. It's London. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd down now. 7 to go. Oh, they're looking option, headed left side. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, Murray. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Option headed to the left on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Kyler throwing here. This finds Smith. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Kyler looking to throw. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Murray. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. staying on the ground with Montgomery. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now it's Cousins. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Steelers first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They bring Thomas in motion. Montgomery now up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. That's Jordan Lewis.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And like a swarm of hornets, the coverage has been everywhere this offense has tried to throw it. So many possessions lost to interceptions, as we're being reminded of right here.
Yeah, think about it from a pure mathematical perspective. That's as many as 24 to 20, even 32 points left on the table offensively. That's enough to win a brand new football game. Kept off the board by a secondary. You call them hornets, I call them dancing like a butterfly and stinging like a bee.
I love it. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Stays in the pocket, and they pick him off again. Brian Branch has it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Cousins. He finds Kincaid. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. This is Montgomery running right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Now, I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Gets this to Montgomery. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Running on second with Montgomery. Gets to space right side. And he's finally hauled down at the 12.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They bring Olave in motion. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
And he's brought down after a small gain as we hit the 2-minute warning. All right, set now, 1st and 10. They'll run again with Montgomery. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's Montgomery on the counter. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 4 yards. They're going to say 4 on that carry. That's going to bring up 4th and 4. Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. A pretty automatic look for him from the left.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
Like damn, why I get a like Aaron? I'm a drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like what, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf from the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it. And I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of down them streets. Through the boy alley hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like he Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you living on spine, bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep, everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level more. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rash. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got a dot to his name, but he all gang. Where you all, I'ma find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got spit when the light got turned. Got a dog crack when the boy won't learn. Big racked up shorty when the block gets served. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn, why pie get like yeah.